Okay, solving system of equations with matrices using the TiNspire. So on this sheet is all the steps you need to solve the matrix using the calculator. Okay. I will not be giving you these steps on the test. You need to have these memorized. So what this wants you to do first is before you do anything else, it wants you to make sure you clear your calculator. So you can do that by pressing the home button, hitting a new document, and then pressing no, or you can hit Control N. Oops. Both will do the same thing. Okay. Then you're going to make sure you're on your calculator and you are going to type menu 75, reduced row echelon. Okay. This is very important. If you skip this step, you are not telling your calculator to solve. So if you move on to the next step, all it's going to do is return your same matrix back to you. So always make sure before you type in your matrix that you select menu 75. You make sure that this says ref. Okay. Then you're going to do the create your matrix part. So you're going to do menu 711. Okay. And you are going to type in your columns and rows. So since we've been dealing with 3 equations, that means you do 3 rows. So the number of equations equals rows, so in our case 3. And then the number of variables, including the equal sign, is our columns. So the number of variables slash the equal sign is going to be our columns. So in our case 4. So you should always be doing a 3x4 matrix. Okay. Once you type everything in, you hit enter, and it's going to give you something that looks like this. Notice that not only this gives you your lower triangle of zeros, it also gives you your upper triangle of zeros. Okay, this is called reduced row echelon. When we did it on the practice, we just did row echelon, which is that lower triangle of zeros. What this does is it gives you your diagonal, so your identity matrix, your parent matrix, and it tells you, okay, I gave you everything with just ones and zeros, so now automatically you know this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. So from this example, we have X is equal to 3, Y is equal to 4, and Z is equal to -1. For our answer, X, Y, Z is equal to 3, 4, -1. This is how it's going to show you on the calculator. Let's say you're doing some examples here, and in these examples, you get some special cases. You can either get an infinitely many solutions, which means you get a true statement, or you can get no solution, which means you get a false statement. Okay, so what I want you to pay attention to here is this diagonal of ones. Notice in this first one, this diagonal of ones, that last row there is all zeros. What this is saying is 0z is equal to 0. Well, that's true. So that's why it's infinitely many solutions. Okay. What this one is saying over here, notice how instead of the diagonals of ones, we have a 3 there. Okay. This is saying that 3z is equal to 0, which implies that z is equal to 0. Okay. However, what happens here, even though this looks like this is what it is, this was not able to reduce that z. So what happens is that the variable completely eliminates, and you will get a false statement. Something a little bit more accurate than this would be, let's say you had this matrix here, 1, 0, 0, 3, 0, 1, 0, 4, and 0, 0, 0, 5. Okay, Notice how, again, the diagonal of 1s is not there. In its place is a 0. But this one gives you 0z is equal to 5, which is saying 0 is equal to 5, which is a false statement, so it's no solution. Okay. So you're going to do that example with your calculator for each of these parts. The only big thing you need to remember is that this has to be in order, x, y, z equals. Okay. So this one, x, y, z equals. All those are good. But look at this one. This middle one right here says y equals. So you need to put it in terms of x, y, z. So you would actually have to move over this negative 2x and the negative 2z over to the other side. So this would be 2x plus y plus 2z equals 3 before you can create your matrix. Okay, same with this one. And then also notice right here, on that first one, you're missing b, so this is b is equal to 0, and on this one, you're missing a is equal to 0. If you don't see the variable, it's 0, okay? And then the only other thing you need to pay attention to is the order of the variables. So we're used to doing x, y, z. There is another one like number 5, which is a, b, c, and then number 8, which is r, s, t. Just think alphabetical order. Okay. Number 5 and number 6 are going to give you those unique solutions. So it's either going to be no solution or infinite solution. And then I believe on number 4 is the only one that's going to give you a fraction or a decimal, okay? That is okay. What I want to see is I want to see your matrix. So convert this into a matrix. Then I want to see the reduced row echelon matrix from your calculator. And then I want to see the answer as a point, x, y, z.